Hello, my name is Phil Stoneman, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about natural British pronunciation. As you can tell from my voice, I am originally from England. In fact, the north of England. I'm from a city called Sheffield in the north of England, but I've been living in Colombia and teaching English for many years. So let's look at some elements of natural British pronunciation. So most of these things will be true for American pronunciation as well, but just to be clear, that is my own accent is British. So it's very important to remember that in English, written English and spoken English are very different. So they might look similar, but the way that we actually say the words, the pronunciation, there are various things we have to remember. Let's look at this phrase. So very simple question. So if we're going to write this, we write very simply, are you going to call her? But when we want to pronounce this naturally in connected speech, we say, are you going to call her? Again, are you going to call her? So notice what happens here. This word are becomes just a. We turn this into the schwa. You becomes y. A y. So the first two words, a y. Going to becomes gonna. Are you gonna? Call, because this is the main verb, this is kind of our action word, really doesn't change a lot, but the last word here, the pronoun her, so call her. So again, together, are you going to call her? Are you going to call her? Okay, let's check another example. So this time, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? Again, we have this combination of want to becomes wanna do. But notice particularly here the words do, you, when we put them together, do. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? In a similar way, we have this question. Do you have a few minutes? Do you have a few minutes? So we have do again. Notice this time though, when we have the article a, so we don't use the strong pronunciation a, we use the weak form a. Do you have a few minutes? How about this one? Let's head off to the shop. Let's head off to the shop. Two very interesting things here. First, we have a phrasal verb, head off, but when we pronounce this naturally, notice that the D at the end of head joins the particle. So, head off. Let's head off. Let's head off. And the word to becomes very short, t. Let's head off to the shop. Let's head off to the shop. Okay. Very simple question here. Where's Teresa? Now, If I don't know the answer, I can say I don't know. But a very common way of abbreviating this phrase, we don't say I don't know, we just say don't know, don't know, I don't know. And if we want to say or mention a place where Teresa isn't, another way of, again, a very informal, very casual way of saying is not, ain't. She ain't at home. She ain't at home. So let's try one little last exercise. This is a very interesting one, thinking about pronunciation. So I want you to listen to what I say and just try to count the number of words. So listen carefully and count. How many words do I say? We went to the hospital to speak to the doctor. Again. We went to the hospital to speak to the doctor. Did you hear? How many words? One last time. We went to the hospital to speak to the doctor. Okay, let's check. So, did you hear the full phrase here? We went to the hospital to speak to the doctor. So, here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 words. Now, if you didn't hear 10 words, this is because when we connect the speech, some of these words almost disappear, but they are still there. You still need to say them, but when we connect them with other words, other sounds, then it changes the pronunciation a little. So one last time, we went to the hospital to speak to the doctor. Okay, so thank you for watching this little video. I hope it's been interesting. Goodbye.